Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Funi. These are my opinions and no one else's. Marry me or else, or reasons why some of you want to get married. So, the biggest mistake anyone can ever make in their adult life is giving your partner an alternative of either marrying you or else. It is basically a threat. You are being threatened or coerced into marriage. A lot of people do not realize it, but they have been forced into this marriage thing. Marriage is a sacred union between two people who love each other and are ready to become one with the other. For this union to be successful, both parties should be willing to share their identity with the other, compromise on some few things, and be willing to be somewhat dependent on this person. Willing, not forced. From my observation and experience as a therapist with my male clients, a man knows from the get go whether he wants to marry you or not. There is no confusion whatsoever. It's just that he won't ask you to marry him on the first day. He does not need months or even years to know when he is ready. This thing, the ring, same as a baby, does not and will never solve pre-existing problems. If he pathologically cheats on you before marriage, what makes you think he will stop after marriage? I mean, he can see that you are unable to leave while it is still easy to do so. So obviously, it will be more difficult with divorce proceedings in the pipeline. Do you really want to live your entire life like your current situation just for the sake of being married? I would rather be a spinster for the rest of my life than live with someone miserably just because I'm going to tell people that I'm married. You are just adding to the statistics of married women who stick around and keep on saying, even if he keeps on cheating, I'm the one wearing the ring. No, next week, no, that's just the wrong mentality. Wake up, dear sister. Your mental well-being does not care whether you are the main chick or not. Depression does not discriminate. You will get so depressed that that same wedding ring will feel like you are carrying 100 kgs of rocks on your shoulders. What is the point of being married but not enjoy the benefits that comes with marriage? Why get married if you cannot even say why you are married? You ask the poor lad that he has to marry you because it is according to church or religious norms, or I do not want to disappoint my parents. Firstly, a marriage is a triangle. You, your partner, and whatever entity you believe in. Yeah. There is no space for church people, your parents, or society. You will be alone in that miserable marriage of yours, and they will be nowhere to be found. And you can't even confide in them because you don't want to disappoint them. It's your marriage, not theirs. Your reasons cannot be based on someone else's opinion of how you should live your life. One of the other reasons, you desperately want to get married to a point where he impregnates someone else while you are apparently the main chick. You think long and hard about it and decide that you are going to understand that he made a mistake, and because you are so eager to be married, you even offer to take care of the baby as if it were yours. By the way, who said the baby's mother is incapable of doing so herself? You are so desperate that you want to prove the other woman's incompetence in being a mother, therefore rendering her not wife material. So you see, you are already contending for marriage. Now the tricky part of this comes when you also have a child, be it his or not. Just because you so very much want to be put in the marriage category, you are going to put too much effort in his outside child while neglecting your own. So you are striving to be an unhappy, miserable wife who has neglected her own offspring, causing your child to grow up with mental health issues caused by the feeling of neglect. And depending on how strong your child is, the cycle continues, labeling it generational curse, all because you wanted to get married. Not everyone is meant for marriage. Don't force it. If it's meant for you, it will come automatically. You won't even have to force the guy. Being married means that you are also willing and able to stick around and work through all the negatives of your vows. There is no such thing as a perfect marriage, but there is such a thing as a beautiful and peaceful marriage, and it is only accomplished when both parties know and understand why they got married in the first place. Another reason would be, give me a baby first before I can marry you. A lot of women fall for that nonsense. If those are the terms and conditions of getting that ring, ask yourself, what's in it for me? What are you gaining pre-marriage while you are proving your womanhood by having a baby out of wedlock? What is it that you are going to achieve just for yourself while you're busy proving yourself to this man? What is it that you are going to gain even after the pregnancy? What confirmation do you have from a legal standpoint that this man is never going to leave you and this product that you are going to manufacture for him? Once there are terms and conditions for marriage, then it becomes more of a business contract than a union built on love. Hence, it becomes easy to divorce because, it's just business, nothing personal, right? He's going to leave you with your manufactured product. Oh, are you hurt because I just called your baby a manufactured product? It is a manufactured product because you had to prove that indeed you can produce it. Well, truth hurts, right? It's better to get hurt by the truth before you have that baby because having a baby is irreversible. Yo, I do not even want to talk about physical abuse. If you still feel like he has to marry you, then you are the best definition of libitla la mosadi ki bogadi. A woman's grave is her marriage. You are what is wrong with our society at the moment. He's going to kill you. Dead. You are basically holding the shovel to dig your own grave. Don't be that desperate. You do not need to prove yourself to your partner just to get married. Marriage does not change anything except for your surname and thus creating a lot of paperwork for a woman. It is just a status and a piece of paper. You build towards your marriage while you are still dating. You get married way before you formalize it. So if it is broken before marriage, there is no mending it by getting married. It is not a solution to your misery. As women, you need to start learning to appreciate and love yourself. Your wanting him to marry you even after all the continuous sleepless nights proves that you have no idea what love is. The reflection that is hitting you back when you see him is how you feel about yourself. But because you don't know what love is, you perceive all the nonsense as him loving you. Love should not be associated with pain. The only time love hurts is when you lose a loved one, and I believe due to death. It don't matter how many times you forgive him. It don't matter how many children you give him. He is not willingly going to marry you. He knew way before the cheating started or before the product was manufactured whether he wanted to marry you or not. A man will leave you with 10 children to go marry someone who cannot give him even a single baby. That proves that a man knows his own worth. He does not base his worth on other things besides himself. We need to learn something from them. Not every woman who is married is a wife. Most are cushions. You will always be there for him. So he's keeping you there knowing that whatever he does out there, he always has you to come back home to. And you will always be there for him. So whatever he goes through out there with his other side chick and nonsense that he does, he knows that whatever it is, he will come back home and you will always be welcoming. So you are a cushion. Some are house managers. You are auntie. You might as well just clean the house and do everything like the lady that you hire to take care of the house. Some are home security guards. Your shift starts on Fridays and end on Sunday or Monday when he comes back from grooving or wherever he was the entire weekend. Some of you are transactional accounts because he spends all his money outside of home, and because y'all got married for the wrong reasons, you don't even know each other's finances. Some wives or some married women, they are roommates with benefits, with a few strings attached, mostly child-related. Being married means being committed. Marriage without commitment is like fetching water with a bucket full of holes or trying to mop the beach. So basically, you are in a mental institution without treatment. We just hope for the best and wait for your demise. Why do you want to get married? Marriage is not something that you can just decide overnight and say, I'm going to get married without understanding what it brings to the table. You need to be ready for it, and your partner also needs to be ready for it. It's not a one-way thing, it's a two-way street. In order for a marriage to work, both partners have to be committed and be willing to compromise a bit of themselves to make sure that their partner gets their full attention. So think long and hard before you add to the statistics of divorcees. Let's get married, not to get divorced. Thank you once again for watching till the end. Do not forget to subscribe if you haven't. Hit the like button, turn on notifications, and share.